Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. In the last video, we got the ending where everyone was turned into a reptile. And now that we have Ayla back in the party, we are about to face Azala again, and not only get another ending, but also correct a mistake that I made during the battle. Turns out Black Tyrano and Azala have tabs. I mentioned this during the Lavos boss rush battle, the very first time I did it, but now I want to see Joe getting those tabs in action. And well, in order to get those tabs, we have to get in the battle first. Once we beat this battle again, we will be able to get another ending. Speaking of endings, I said that there were 2 left, including this one. Nope, there's 3, because there's one that you can get while Chrono is dead. And there's multiple variations of this ending that you can get. And they all revolve around whether or not you use Epic to fight Lavos, and whether or not you have Magus in your party. So, there is that at least. And I do want to show those variations off. Anyway, I do want to get the tabs from Azala and the Black Tyrano. I seem to be having no luck with Black Tyrano, but at least I got the magic tab off of Azala. So, there's that. And now that I've got everybody hasted, I can go ahead and use Twin Charm this time and have myself an easier time doing this. Now, if only they'd stop attacking so often. Okay. Twin Charm. Let's do that. And I'll probably go ahead and use... There's the Power Tap and the Black Tyrano that I wanted. I'm going to go ahead and use Luminaire, just because. I really want to do as much damage. There we go. I knew I needed something stronger to get rid of Azala. Now I just need to wait for Black Tyrano to lower the defenses. There we go. Final kick it is. Nice. And I'll also go ahead and give Ayla a mid-ether here. That way I don't have to worry about using a hyper-ether for this last attack. And that should be it. And I've leveled up Chrono and Marl again. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and go through the dialogue for this scene because I've already went through it during the normal game. So all we need to do now is just go through this dialogue, and then I can get back to the end of time. Yes, Azala, go ahead and usher in the Ice Age. And utter the name of Lavos there, Ayla. I'm also drinking some, this brand of drink called Sparkling Ice. And, The specific flavor of this is Starburst Cherry. And I managed to pick this up at the local Save-A-Lot. Not a lot of money. There's like 3 Starburst flavors. Yes, I'm talking about Starburst flavored sparkling water to fill time. Yes, it tastes good. So good. Glad I picked it for this little recording session that I'm doing. And of course, Azala won't come with us. And then Lavos will hit the Tyrano lair, and then that will be that. And then we can go in the gate. And there is that scene in the crater where we get to see everybody go down the slope, so that way we can see where the crater is. Almost reminds me of Mario and Luigi going through the desert in the Mario movie. The live action one, not the 3D animated one. And there's a gate. Once we go into this gate, we will be able to start going for the next ending. So let's go in through the gate. We'll go back through, and then we'll be back at the end of time. So for this particular ending, you can do it any time between now and when you face Lavos in the Ocean Palace. There is one specific time in between all of that action and all of that story where you can get a different ending than the one we're going to get. And I'll talk about how to get it in the next video. For now, though, who do I want to bring? You know what? I might as well go ahead and bring Frog. I might as well. Just to make things a little more interesting. And let's see here. I will take the gold stud off of Luca. And I am going to go ahead and give it to Ayla. Before we head to 1999. Might as well go ahead and use this particular party setup, because, well, let's face it, we haven't used it before. Not yet, anyway. Maybe I have and I just haven't noticed. I have used Ayla and Marl in addition to Chrono in the regular game. And I may use Luca and Ayla for the allies when I do one last battle. But anyway, it's time to get back into the shell. We need to do this. Alright. Let's get in here. Let's go ahead and mix it up. Alright. Now, this setup that I'm going to use, is going to be a little interesting because I do have the Slurp Kiss technique that I can use to heal people with. And it's going to be doing a lot of healing if we ever get to use it, which will be awesome. Anyway, I need Chrono to use Confuse on the arm on the right side of the screen, which of course is Lavos' left arm. And then we can go ahead and do the rest of this. Oh, yikes. I will go ahead and use... No, I'll just go ahead and have Chrono do this. We do have the 3D attack. And I might as well just go ahead and use Falcon Hit and Water. Might as well. I mean, it'll do more than enough damage. If I can get the attacks off. And of course, you're using the laser beams of doom there again. Also, now that I think about it, Lavos' body inside of the shell looks pretty much like Frieza, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, there are some differences, obviously. Maybe some similarities, like with the hands. But definitely reminds me of Frieza. There we go. That should get rid of the arms now. Now, can we do 3D attack? How much damage is that gonna do? I wonder. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do 3D attack. Alright. There's 3D attack again. I never used those tabs. Oh well. I'll just go ahead and get them and use them for real when I go for the final ending in 4004. That's real good. That is some excellent damage. I may end up using that on the left pod in the battle there. Maybe. And if not, I may just go ahead and use Frog Squash instead for what I really want to do. Matter of fact, I might as well just go ahead and use Frog Squash for the start of the core battle. Just get rid of the left pod right out the gate. That's a really good idea, especially now that I have like half of Frog's HP. Well, less than that, really. Well, time to get through the rest of the dialogue here. And alrighty. Let's wait for Frog to do all that. Frog Squash. How much damage is that gonna do? Not as much as I wanted it to do. Ugh. That stinks. And let's see here. Yeah, you go ahead and shut off your defense. And I'll just go ahead and use Frog Squash here. See what happens. And, not using as much damage as I would have expected. Then again, I don't have the prison health. Yeah, that's why I don't have the, prison specs on them. Therefore, things are going to take a lot longer. However, this should do the trick a little bit. Just to... There we go. I'll just go ahead and use this. And I will go ahead and use Confuse on the left pot again. That way I can get rid of it. And how much damage is this going to do? Probably not enough for me to really utilize... Yeah, it's not going to be enough for me to utilize... Frog Squash there. At least I can use Falcon Hit, though. There we go. Now we need to use 3D attack. And we can finish this bad boy off. Almost 4,000 a pop? Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, you just do that and just allow me to wait to do this. Yeah, shut off your defense again. I mean, this is going to do a lot of damage. Every single time I do it. Really making sure I don't waste any time getting this attack off the ground here. If I were to do one more 3D attack, what would happen? Not on him! Ugh. Okay, you know what? We need to do 3D attack on the right pod quickly. Because this is going to cause problems. Alright. I need to use... Confuse on you. And that's going to do enough. That'll bring me down to 449 on Frog. And let's see what Frog Squash does. Oh, yeah, because... Right. Might as well go ahead and use 3D attack on this thing again. And that takes care of that. I can't believe I used 3D attack on the middle pod inadvertently because I thought the right pod would be targeted again, but, well, whatever works. Let's see what ending we get. So, for this ending, we are seeing Magus as the Prophet, even though we haven't seen him as the Prophet in the game yet. But at the same time, we're also seeing some rather happy scenes, especially the ones at this inn here. For some reason, the purple cat recognizes Magus as Janus. Alphador. That's the cat's name. And then we see Magus as the Prophet in the Ocean Palace. So, more than likely, it looks like Magus is going to Lavos in the Ocean Palace to do what he needs to do without any interference from us. Because, again, as it's mentioned in the story, Magus wanted to destroy Lavos because of everything that happened in 12,000 BC, which we have yet to go to in New Game Plus mode. Also, why do we have two cats? Because we never had two cats at any point in this New Game Plus playthrough. If history's to change, let it change. If the world is to be destroyed, so be it. If my fate is to be destroyed, I must simply laugh. I'm coming, Lavos. Yep, he's actually going in there to defeat Lavos himself. Although, whether he does or not is another matter entirely. Almost forgot to mention. Hey. I almost forgot to mention, I forgot to get the gold rock before I fought Lavos and got New Game Plus mode. And that's another mistake that I want to correct before I close this Let's Play series out. There will be probably a few other videos involving this game that I may make. Mostly all the Specchio battles. And probably that's the only one that there'll be. But though you'll have to wait until after I beat Lavos for the last time to show off all of the variations of the full ending that we have yet to get. With and without Magus. So, there's that. Basically, once I show off all of the endings, I'll pretty much be done with this Let's Play. And any extra ones that will show up will come out long after what I will call the final one. Quote unquote. And when that happens, I will finally be able to close the Let's Play out with a little bit of an addendum video long after I found all the endings. So, there's just going to be a few more videos after this. If I do another video, mostly to, show off all of the Specchio battles, I'll show those off, but it'll be in a video that will come out long after I show off all the endings. It'll come out way after these last few. So now that we've gotten the ending where Magus takes care of business in 12,000 BC, there's one more to get, and then I'll show off the ones that you can get when Chrono is dead, and then the one that you can get afterwards. And those are going to be interesting because I've never continued a game with Magus defeated. Like, I fought him in 12,000 BC once, but I just reset after that because I didn't like going through the game without Magus. I thought he was pretty cool. I thought he was pretty useful. And for this Let's Play, I'm going to be doing that finally. But we'll get there when we get there. Join me next time where we take care of one more ending. And then I'll have to play through the game all on New Game Plus all over again to get to the point where Lavos defeats us in the in the Ocean Palace, and then Chrono gets killed, and we have to resurrect him. We're almost there. We just have a few more things to do. So join me for that. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!